Well, happy Sunday. And we're here with some special people, I tell you. We've got a panel of experts. If you have questions about starting up your TikTok, your YouTube, and what type of equipment to use, all of that. And I'm going to go down the line and introduce everybody that's here. My co host is Scottie J Travels, all the way from Arkansas, y'all. Just Arkansas. We have been collaborating on some hot topics, and one of the hot topics that we're starting out with is how do I grow my YouTube channel? How do I even start? How do I let the app know that I'm new and I want to make money on it? So we're going to tell everybody all the ins and outs of it. Everybody on here is starting out or they've made the mark. We have Crusin with Keith, who's made the mark. We have Rob, who just made the mark. And then we have Eddie Lugo, who's made the mark. We've got CNS Travels, who has on his way to make the mark. And we have Kevin, who knows ins and outs and everything. And he's one of those channels that is a connect and grow. And when I mean connect and grow, his followers will follow you and come in and support you. So that is what you want to do. He's been doing it for some years. So he is really the person to talk to behind the scenes.
Thank you.
Then we have the fam, who just 2 weeks ago he was trying to install OBS on this computer. His son Barry is very, very tech savvy. So if you have tech questions, I would get with the fam and get on with his son, because the other evening we even helped out on getting him on the website to look at a cruise. So I'm letting you know these are people that are here that can do it. PK, he has oh my God, he has a beautiful wife. I'm gonna say that. And then I'll go, wait, then I'll go.
Oh, snap. We're on a cruise. Wait.
And they're coming to us from
Wait, are we live?
Yeah.
Oh, he's coming from the Carnival Vista, my favorite ship, and his favorite food ship. But they're on the ship. They're cruising down the Western Caribbean. And then we have the couple that Shani and Deco Thompson. She and we have a video that we're going, this should be done, this shouldn't be done. You're gonna tell them, because they are now coming on to the social media. I want to make money on social media as a side hustle. So that's what they're here for. And this is our daughter and our son-in-law. So just so you know, he proposed to her they've only been engaged for a week. So they're still on cloud 9, but they want to make some extra money. Okay, 10 days you're counting. Okay, that's
we're on cloud 10.
That's the new thing. But anyway, I'm going to turn it over to Scottie and Jeremy, and we're going to play their videos so they can look at it. And if anybody in the chat has questions for for anybody on the panel, please ask the question. And the person that asks the most questions will get a giveaway. We have a giveaway. We have some.
Ooh.
Yes.
Writing this stuff down?
No, I'm not writing anything down. I can remember because Jay is here. Wait.
Hello, everybody, and welcome in to YouTube Growth Tips with Cheryl and Scottie J. Welcome in, Scottie J. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are y'all doing?
We good. We good. Just came in and decided to get with our folks here. But I would like to do a blanket hello to everybody in the chat, to all the moderators, the members. Hey, if you're a member on this channel, those hearts are for you.
Thank you. And the only reason we're not going down the chat is because we want to get to your questions. We want to help our panel, and we want to help our special guests get their channel up and running.
Yep.
And we want to thank everybody for coming in. Everybody. And we will be giving a giveaway. We have swag from the Go Live Together morning crew. So we will be giving you I tell you what, let's give them a YouTube tips. That's YouTube. That is the word in the giveaway. YouTube.
Oh, let me get the thing ready.
Yeah, so put YouTube down in the chat, and we will be giving away swag from the morning show. We have that. Is that okay, Eddie? That we give away stuff? It's not taken away. It's not taken away from the Go Live thing.
No, go ahead.
Okay, we got Eddie Lugo swag. We got Crusin, as well as Hats on a Mission swag. We have swag to give away. So, you ready? Look at.
And down goes Scottie.
Okay,
I think we lost him already.
Okay, so put what's the word?
YouTube.
Yeah, put YouTube in the chat, and you will get swag. Okay. Okay. Now, to the couple that is starting out, what do you want to get out of starting a YouTube channel? Can you hear me?
Yeah, but they're muted. Push the microphone icon.
Can you hear us?
Push it again. There we go.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. So what do you want?
We're in for a good time right now. We're just learning the ropes, trying to see what all it entails.
Okay. And you got the best people up here.
Mm-hmm.
This is the best of the best. We couldn't get anybody better than what is up here.
I think we should show the audience their work so far.
Okay. And then they can dissect it and say what was done right, what was done wrong.
Oh, okay.
Here goes. We're going to present this screen and show you this TikTok account right here. All right. Now, they did two different types of videos here. They traveled and did this one.
In Mexico. They went to Mexico.
I guess unmute the tab, right?
What? It looks great. Lucky.
Mm.
Nice.
It was good.
And he fried on the flat top too.
Mm-hmm.
He had it in a pan. That's awesome.
I've seen that before.
Yeah.
On the chicken. Hey!
Now I'm hungry.
I know, right?
Man,
I feel sad that I just had mac and cheese.
wow.
Y'all do great
Looking good.
content.
So what do you say? Critique it as you would anybody you don't know, but you don't know them. Just critique it. Each one of you go around.
Well, first time I ever see it, and I like the way the panning was done. I like the way the splitting between scenes was followed by each other.
Wait, where'd they go?
Cool music with it. So,
I'll be
yes,
back.
Okay.
pretty nice. Well done.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Well,
Thank you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Uh,
We don't know what happened. Must have been a connection problem, but we're back.
Okay.
Other than the fact that I don't have a plate, I didn't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah.
I'm missing my
I thought
plate.
it was pretty cool myself.
He was the cook. That's why.
They're
Yeah,
not
they
on
just
Yeah, I
need
thought it
to
was
cook
good
more
content.
vision.
because I don't want the.
Who
You said we
was
need to do what?
videotaping? Who did filming the recording?
Who's doing the recording?
Both of us.
I would say we're both doing a little cameraman, camera woman here and there. Just
All right,
depends
so
on
this lady right here, you guys need to teach her, okay?
I don't want to learn. I don't want. I got you. I got him, and now I got Scotty.
Oh my God, Scotty, you're in the boat now.
There he's going down.
I like it, and I like the way you transition between the drinks one after the other, giving you the idea of what you're doing, and also the cooking. You know, you knew what you guys were doing. You didn't have to ask about it or got messed up or mixed with anything else. So pretty good.
I think everybody can see the effort that you made by panning and putting motion behind the shots. So I don't have a critique for you because the stuff is well done. But if you don't mind, I'll offer a couple of suggestions because experimenting is likely how you're going to find what's really going to vibe with your audience. So on another video, what I would suggest is instead of fades between scenes, cuts, just to see how they work. And then as well, I might think about text on the screen as well. Not necessarily always, but you give it a try and see whether that does a little bit better. Because if you're reposting on other platforms, if you're using TikTok, for instance, and you might repurpose that on Instagram, YouTube Shorts, or anywhere else, you might find different levels of success on different platforms based on the different things that you add or change in each video. But it's great that you made so much effort, like I said, with the motion and the panning, and obviously clear, beautiful video. So it looked like a good time too.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean that is definitely the panning. The video is really good the way he did it. I mean both of you. I don't know who actually edited it. I'm not sitting there with you guys, but I mean like he said about the captions underneath, because I mean I do a lot of AI also with mine. Some of my news, especially on the shorts, not the regular views, where I'll do AI with captions, with talking over it, where sometimes you might want to describe it. But you can have a video go on. I've done it before. I had a video on YouTube get me maybe 100,000 or even 10,000 views, and then you put it on another platform and it does absolutely nothing. So that has happened to me a handful of times. So I mean, you just have to feel it out. I mean, I did my research on TikTok on what they say about the shorts. They say yes, it's better to get noticed with anything between 30 to 60 seconds. That will help with your monetization point. But if you to help them with the subscribers, it's anywhere between 15 and 30 seconds. So it all depends on what you want to do, and you got to pick something that you enjoy in the end.
Okay. Okay. Super cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
One of the things, one of the things I have found as well with some of ours is occasionally adding an effect, whether it's a strobe light, highlight something you're going into, or something that kind of zooms in and zooms out to just give it a little extra 3D dimension. That can sometimes pop and keep someone's interest.
Okay.
To continue to watch, because you never know when you might go or a pain.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
Thank you guys. Thank you everyone for the feedback.
Definitely.
Yes,
definitely.
absolutely.
Question.
So now we have you're about to get a crash course on what us YouTubers know, and speak from the level that you're at right now and how you see YouTube. Okay. So we're going to go around the panel, starting with Eddie, and ask the following questions. What type of content helped you grow the fastest, and how did you discover that niche?
Well, right now, my main niche going on my channel is travel, mostly cruising. I have found that by going on a cruise, filming and doing different things there my way, I have learned that once I bring them out to YouTube and put them out in the public, it is some of them are very well received, some of them are not. So sometimes I hear how to do this the following way. So the next time I know what to get myself into. So far, it's been helping me a lot. My YouTube channel, I'm only been around for 3 years now. I have no idea how to be in YouTube before. My grannies got me into this. So once I got my feet wet, I'm loving it now. So I'm retired, so I have more time to do it, and I try to help out as much as I can. Also, by having cruising, it has helped me learn and meet so many great people also, and I get to expand. At the same time, I found out about cruising during the pandemic. I did cruise back in my early years. I waited a while to finally do it. Once I met Alice, we got back into the cruising business back in 2018. 2020 hit us, and that put a blank spot on me, but I was able to check out the bigger channels and learn. So once I was down here in Georgia now, that's when my grannies got me into it, and then I was able to all that knowledge that I learned back during the pandemic that I was home stuck there. Now I'm able to put it out there, and little by little, it's helping me out. Keep myself alert, keep myself learning, keep myself meeting people and expanding. So, and the best thing to do is that I love what I'm doing, and I just want to keep going.
Good. Scottie, same question. What types of content helped you grow the fastest, and how did you discover that niche? And you are muted.
This is actually my second attempt really at YouTube. The first one really didn't start off at all because I had injury, but I am as a creator, my creativity is crochet. I love crocheting. Crocheting stuffed animals. I show crochet shawls. So I started an LLC in crocheting. I wanted to hit big farmers markets. I wanted to do a how to do tutorial on YouTube. That's where I was going. And however, I got tennis elbow from crocheting, which put me out. So the next thing that I love is travel. And I've always watched travel on YouTube other than crocheting. For instance, I started watching Para DJ back in 16, 17, Nautical Nurse Nancy, Life with Favor. So, you know, I've always watched them and I'm like, you know, that's what I should do. I mean, that's, you know, it was nagging, just that constant nagging. And I've always lurked. I've never done the live chats, but, you know, I'd watch people's videos. I never would comment. I would like, until November, I thought, I'm going to do this. You know, my husband is just like, when are you going to do it? You talk about it. When are you going to do it? Just do it. Just do it. So I started in November on that cruise, and I published the vlogs. I started, you know, going into the chats, and yeah. So, and it's the travel that gets me. You know, it's. I'm glad that that's the niche that I chose. You know, the whole community within itself, as well as in the crochet community, you know, the knitting and crochet, you know, it's a whole community in itself, just like we are, you know, on cruising. So, but travel is what I do the most of. That's where my heart's at. You know, I'm a travel agent. So why wouldn't I? Why would I not do this?
Right.
So it just makes sense, and I love it. And yeah, here we go.
Well, big shout out to James. If it were not for him and encouraging you, I don't think we would have got a chance to meet you, Scottie. So hey,
hear that.
There it is. There it is. I heard that. All right, Rob, you're next. Same question. What types of content helped you to grow the fastest, and how did you discover that niche?
Well, for me, it was me just creators in the travel industry, like cruising and that fun jazz, and just wanted to do it, and then kind of figured it's kind of hard to always keep talking about cruising. So I turned a bit more into the travel land side, and before I ended up knowing, I ended up start talking about doing taste test reviews. So I'm doing more taste test reviews, but when I can, I do the too, which is the main niche side of my channel. And Scottie said, just basically just was always going into the chat, chatting in the chats. I wanted to do it one day, and of course, I also sell travel too. So just when I have the opportunity, I just take it.
Nice. Yeah. All right. Wait, everybody just now got switched around. So, Kevin.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so I'll try to run through my whole speech pretty quickly, but I started on YouTube 8 years ago. And I actually started with somebody else's channel. I was doing some construction work, which is very, like, you know, nobody would expect that. But that's what I was doing for a full-time gig. And in the first winter, my friend was watching a lot of YouTube, and we were spending all of our time together. And I had never watched a lot of YouTube before that at all. But because, you know, you watch what your friends are watching or whoever you're with. And I started to see, like, wow, this is really something. People had asked me about YouTube in the past because I've always been a social media guy. And then, of course, because of what I typically would do, Sean Cannell's videos, Tim Schmoyer's videos started to get suggested to me. And I said, hold on, there's money here. Maybe we need to be doing this. So we watched for January, February, and March. And I said, that's it. April 1st, when we go out to work, we are filming. And if we use it, we use it. If we don't, we don't. But I knew before we even started that one day I'd be teaching this stuff. Now, here's the thing. I don't actually teach YouTube. So forgive me the way I'm putting that. I just want to tell the story in its order. But what we do is share experiences in different panels like this or on my other channel and things like that so that we can learn together. So while I thought I might be teaching, I thought to myself, well, who am I going to be aiming for? It's going to be beginners in YouTube. And that could be whatever anybody, defines. Somebody in their first year, somebody in their first 100,000, it's up to all of us to decide. But I thought product reviews of things related to especially YouTube and filming are going to do well because I was already an Amazon affiliate. I was grandfathered in from like 100 years ago or whatever it was. And I understood that would be a benefit. So if I review things like cameras or phones or cases or anything that we might use, there's a very good chance that I'm going to be able to get those clicks and therefore start building multiple streams of income right away. And I've run many channels for several other people, and some of those have now gotten into the tens of thousands of subscribers and things like that. I've left all that behind, and I only work on my own stuff now. But the product reviews are what has always done really well for me personally, outside of Tuber Chat, which is a channel where we all connect to each other so that we can grow with a solid and strong foundation.
Good.
Oh, wow.
Keith,
very nice.
Same question. What types of content helped you grow the fastest, and how did you discover that niche?
So originally, I used to always watch like the YouTube videos, which is Lali Loca, and all the big shots, I'll call them, right? So I used to watch all of them pre-COVID. And then originally I was going to start right before COVID happened. Then once COVID happened, I was like, I have no content. So how am I going to start? So I just waited a little bit after, and then that's when I started my channel, because I always used to watch all the cruise news mostly. I like doing it. And to me, the thing with the cruise news compared to like right now, we're live, with cruise news, you could actually put on like a performance. I'll just put it that way, right? Stuff like that. You can put it, because when you do it, you have to put it in the character sometimes just for people to attract more people to come in, right?
Right.
For me, what helps me grow the most, especially when it comes to subscribers, is shorts, right? And when I first started the channel, I was on the Venetia, and I actually was talking to CNS Travels, if I'm correct, if that's the name, right?
Yeah.
So I was talking to Jason on there, and he told me, if you're looking to grow, he's the one who actually told me about the shorts. He's the one who told me, said, if you're looking to get your subscribers, do shorts. That's going to give you the most shorts, but it's not going to give you the most watch hours. And obviously, what helped me get monetized after I started doing all this, after I met you, I spoke to you guys, and you guys are the ones who introduced me to doing the live streams. So especially when you're not on the cruise, especially when you're a small channel, live streams will help you in the beginning to get the watch hours. So that is what actually helped me a lot and all that.
Okay.
Nice.
Yep.
PK's.
Shawnee has a question.
Oh, okay.
Is everyone retired in this chat? It seems hard when you have a full job and make time to always post.
Oh,
I still got I got 15 years. Okay? I got 15 years.
Go, Keith.
I actually work. A lot of people see, this is one thing about YouTube. Everyone thinks that this is your job, but they forget that we actually have a living outside of YouTube.
Right.
And I work construction in Manhattan. I'm on the high rises and all that stuff. So I actually, I'm actually in the union and all that stuff. So I got to wait till I'm about like 57, 58, and then I can retire. So even if I wanted to actually get up and move, I can't. I would love to. If it was my choice, I would literally just get on the plane, go to Florida, because all the cruise ports are there. It'll be so much easier, so much cheaper. I wouldn't have to fly to actually go to a real island.
Right. I think most of us here are employed, except for Baby, Eddie. Ron, you still working? Sherman?
We both still work full time.
What?
Nice.
Oh, I didn't know.
I just retired in January.
Hey,
Okay.
that deserves
Congratulations.
right here. Yeah, congratulations,
Yeah.
for real. But
When
yeah,
I
it
grew
does.
up, I want to be like Sherman and retired.
No.
And I know we still got to get to Ron for the answer to this question. What type of content is helping you to grow the fastest, and how did you discover that niche?
We do shorts.
Shorts have been our fastest growing. We're still brand new. We are infants compared to most of y'all. And shorts seem to be it. We use short as a way to get people's attention. We make them funny. They're exactly what they are. My attention span is short and sweet, so that's what I like to do. And usually it's something we've done in the past, and we just tie a short into it. We fell into our niche. I say that we had FOMO. We sat around watching people having a good time, and we're like, why can't we do this? And y'all know the story. We drug Daniel along with us to get him out of his comfort zone. But in turn, it's done the exact same thing for us. We're not outgoing people all the time. We're not going to walk up to you and say, hey, I'm Ron. This is my wife, Darlene. We're just not. If we're sitting at the table on a cruise, we're going to talk, we're going to converse, but we're just not normally outgoing. But here we get to do fun things, and y'all get to suffer through it with us.
We love it.
Definitely.
Sherman, same question. What types of content helped you to grow the fastest, and how did you discover that niche?
Well, like most people, most of the content is around cruising. When I first got a YouTube, I'm gonna say YouTube account, because it was nowhere close to a channel. I even thought about a channel at the time. Was about 10 years ago, and that was just to put somewhere to put our vacations so that we could look at, family could look at, and that kind of thing. And a couple of years ago, I decided to dabble into becoming a travel agent. So I got into that, and then started trying to use YouTube as some advertisement for that. And doing that, I was doing more of the cruises around the port areas, the excursions, and that kind of thing. And that's still kind of what I'm filming mainly. And that's kind of how I stumbled into doing it to where we are now. But now it's more of a focus on YouTube than a travel agency type stuff. Since I am retired, I don't have to do anything as far as an income. So the YouTube is more enjoyable right now than the travel agent. I still do some of the travel agent stuff, but the YouTube is more enjoyable than that. And I was fortunate to stumble into a community like y'all guys that just pull everybody in, and you just want to spend more time with each one of them.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yep. And Ryan, have you answered yet?
We have not. You had a squirrel moment with the retirement comp.
Well, the screens kept switching. So I thought a lot of people. But she asked me, "Has Ryan answered?" I said, "I don't recall." So I figured we swing back around to you. Same question: what types of content helps you to grow the fastest, and how did you discover that niche?
So I think the content that has really helped us grow the fastest are our cruise ship tours.
Yeah, and we stumbled upon that by accident, actually.
Yeah.
Our YouTube channel came first, and then later on we decided to do a travel agency. So I became a travel agency about a year and a half ago, I guess now.
Yeah.
And I started going on the ship tours, and I started doing more videos. He put the videos together, and then we just discovered we basically got thousands and thousands of views on ship tours. Yeah. So we fell upon it by accident, really.
Yeah, and then more and more subs, because obviously when you look at your analytics, you can see how many people are subbing from certain videos. And then, of course, Kevin, because I spent 8 months, 3 hours every 3 days in Tuber Chat connecting there. And he kept making the comments about how thorough we were. And at first I was considering maybe those were too long and I was going to shorten them. But then that just added to being a different type of cruise ship tour than what you see out there.
Yeah, the video that he's talking about is the one I first put together.
Yes, Mel was the Mardi Gras, which was, I think, the video that Kevin first really looked at.
It's like,
and
this is my first video. I'm going to do it really well and excellent. So we both do video editing now.
Scottie J, you are up next with your first question, good sir.
My first question, and this is what gets me because I am starting to get to this point a little bit, is what keeps you motivated as YouTubers? What keeps you motivated to keep going?
That's a good question.
Eddie.
Eddie Lugo.
Is that a question for everybody, or are we just chiming in, or what are we doing?
Oh,
chime in.
Yes, chime in, Dico.
Chime in.
You're first.
So for me, I would say engaging with the chat or engaging with your family, your community. A lot of times, even on those days, you don't want to, go through with YouTubing or posting or editing, whatever the case may be from working. That community, your fan base, kind of, let you know, hey, we need such and such, or what are you guys doing, or where you guys at, or that kind of thing. So for us, I think that kind of works and motivate us to, be like, let's post something, let's put it out there, because we're pretty much private. But and getting into this space, I think that's where a lot of our motivation comes from.
Good answer, Eddie.
I will tell you that I'm always saying to myself, who else can I reach? Where else can I go? So that motivates me to do more. Every time I go out on the road, I'm always filming something. Every time I meet somebody, I try to chat with them. Every time I do something in the house, I try to film it. Always looking for an opportunity to reach out somebody else and hopefully expand even more.
That's a good question.
Rob?
Similar to Eddie, just basically always, when I'm out, always looking at seems like an opportunity to be filming. Of course, with where I work, there's always plenty of things I could record, and then there's some things, unfortunately, I just can't record. It's in a restricted area. But just always wanting to be able to just record and see what can I do with this and present it to.
Oh, he's frozen. Go to somebody else.
Okay. Ryan, back around to you.
Sure. I think there's a combination of things that motivate us. Number one, we love what we do. We love cruising. We love RVing. And when you're doing what you like, it doesn't feel like work.
Exactly.
Even the editing aspect of it. And then Mel and I were talking. I think the other thing that motivates us is kind of along what Eddie said. If you can reach one person, that one comment, hey, if it wasn't for your video, we wouldn't have realized XYZ. So just a single person who gets something out of the content is enough to say, okay, someone actually likes us, actually listens to us, and what we're doing is at least helping one person, which was kind of our whole goal.
Exactly.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Okay, thank you. Right before I answer, I just want to say to everybody in the chat on every channel that's putting this live stream out, thank you all for the contributions. And please continue. Don't leave it just to us on the panel. We know not everybody can see every chat, but we're going to be relying on each other for all of our experiences. That literally goes for everybody so that we can go back and read. We can take motivation from each other. And I mentioned it earlier. I'm sure everybody on the panel feels the same way, but we learn every day from each other. Every little bit helps. So please keep the stories coming and questions if you have them. When we think about motivation, I think that the number one thing when I started on YouTube in the first place is knowing that this is a platform where all of the work that we do today helps the work before it and the work that we're going to do tomorrow. We can literally see the future. When we think about monetization, which we know is on 99% of our minds, we know that once you get there, it is impossible to not get paid from YouTube almost 12 months after you post your very last piece of content. That is motivating in itself. But along the way, one of the things, and I'm sure a lot of people will agree as well, Ryan just mentioned it right now. Just Jason Keto talks about this on his channel all the time. The motivation is if I could just help one person. When you make a video and somebody has been helped by that video and they let you know, that's all the motivation you need to make 10 more videos.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
You do it for the fans.
We do it for the fans.
Yeah.
That's really it.
Cruising with Keith, same question.
So there are a lot of things to motivate you. Obviously, you need to have a good support group, which is for me, my wife, your friends, your family. So you need a good support you, which motivates you at home. Now, to motivate you to keep on doing that is all the fans out there, whether the good ones or the bad ones. So I've had so many people give good comments. I've had some comments that are so negative, so I will continue to put it out there to annoy them. That's the truth, right? Just continue to put it out there. And also, there's been times, especially this year, when I was on the MEC Maravillia, I must have, and all these people out there, they were all like, because I know it was spring break, so there were a lot of college kids out. They didn't know me because of YouTube. They knew me through TikTok. So I had I must have taken pictures with 20 or 30 kids, different types of people on there. And I actually felt like a celebrity on there. So stuff like that. And just like what you guys saying, because I know I was on the cruise one time, someone said, oh, I got this drink because you told me to get this drink. It was really good. And you were right. So it helps just telling everybody, what's going on, things to do. And, even I also make just shorts around the city where I live, stuff like that. And it's just showing people things that you normally would not see on cruise ships all around the world. Because cruise ships have good and bad stuff about the cruise ships. The bad is always hidden under the rug.
Right. Okay. Ron?
I agree with Ryan and Kevin and everyone else. What keeps us going is the fact that we're able to share our life with somebody else. One of the things that you make connections with people, and I use that as inspiration for us. Hey, how did Scottie J do this? I wonder what it would look like if we did it like this. That's one thing that we look for is I don't want to say validity among our peers, but it kind of is. We like everybody to like what we do, and when it doesn't meet our standard or something like that, we're like, let's try something else, see if we can do it better. Type of deal.
Cool. All right, Sherman.
All right. Well, I just echo what everybody said, also, but me with part of the cruising stuff, I've got several people that I know personally that for various reasons, they can't travel like that anymore. They can't go on cruises. They can't go to beaches and that kind of thing. So they'll tell us they're more excited when we go, or it's time to go on a cruise than if they were going themselves, because that's how they vacation is through watching our videos and getting enjoyment out of that. So that's one thing to help motivate. And then another thing is, like everybody was saying, is to help each other. As part of the lives that I've started doing now is I'm brand new, a lot of questions, don't know a whole lot about nothing, but getting other people to come up that can help other new people coming on, help me in the process, but help everybody else. So it's just helping others. And then the fear of missing out. You want to be in everybody's chats and everybody's lives because you don't want to be sitting around and everybody else talking about something. You're like, well, what happened? I missed that. It's just real enjoyable and just it drives you to be more involved and be there because I think Scottie said, something you love. If you love it, you just want to be in it all the time.
And I would like to address Scottie's question also. Cruising was not really my passion. I didn't take a cruise until after the restart. Knitting was not my passion. Those two things have become my passion, but the thing that I love doing is producing the art. I simply like clicking buttons and making videos look good. I like producing videos. So whenever you can do that, that's why I have several channels, because they all come from a different perspective. And if that is, if the style or the art is what you're into, I find that helps also, because then it's like, okay, how can I get them? How can I get them this time? How can I make the cruise ship, do like a little record scratch, which I did in one of our vlogs. So it's like, if your passion is producing videos, then that gives you a little more edge whenever it comes to producing content as well, instead of trying to focus on the actual thing that what the camera is looking at can bring you.
And I want to answer his question too, because mine is a different answer than yours.
Okay.
I had my stroke. I needed, when the speech person came, she used to have me call Walmart and ask Walmart. She'll write it down and say, ask them about this and if it's in stock. Well, I didn't really like doing that because I didn't know what I was asking about anyway.
Before
the thing about it is, I like talking to people. It may not come out right, but I get it out, and there you have it. I like the collab that me and Scottie have, whenever, and because he makes me laugh, and I like that laughing. I love to laugh.
Yep.
And see, that is my motivation is that it's not, I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't know how to connect it right.
Condense it.
I don't know how to connect it.
Okay. Sweet B has a question that all of us live creators need to answer. I record my content because I get super nervous with the thought of going live. My question is, how do you get past the nerves when you started doing lives?
Ooh, I can answer that.
Do it.
Okay, come on. Let's do it. Mel, come on. Come on, Mel.
Come on, Mel, because you was hiding from the camera for a long time, girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, so I'm not a public speaker, and the way I got over my nerves was just do it. When I was videotaping the ship tours, he could not go with me, so it relied on me to do all the work. So practice does help, and just go out there and be yourself. People know that you're not going to go out there and deliver a perfect speech. They know people are human, and you just go out there and just do it. And the more you do it, the better you get.
Yeah. And one of the things that helped us, surprisingly, are creators that are here with us today. And that is, we were panelists with Eddie Lugo and Cruising is Fun Anytime on their usual suspects. So being a guest panelist going live, you're just talking with friends. That's what you're doing. And that's kind of how we feel now. When we did it first on our own, we were nervous. It was like, hey, we're just having a conversation with friends. That's it. Who cares?
You have
It's
to
us.
retrain your brain not to think that's a camera that is going out to a lot of people. You got to think, I'm just talking to somebody in a conversation. That's it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
one thing I do is I picture everybody naked. So
Thank you.
You would, Eddie. You would.
Don't do that with me, man. I'm sorry. Anybody else want to chime in on that? That was a real good question.
That was a really good
How do you
question.
get over your nerves?
What
I mean,
about
the one-
you, Kevin?
Yeah,
How did
I'm
you
ready.
get over it?
I've got a
Because-
couple. I got a couple things I can add. Forgive me. I know we're going to accidentally talk over each other a couple of times. And then also, Life with Wanda had a question just up in the chat there. But when we think about the nerves, so I did very well in public speaking, even as a youngster, and I worked in radio. So it's different for me because I knew I'd be, at least good at it, if not great, starting out. But a long time ago, I took sales training for 4 hours a day, 5 days a week. And then I became a trainer on Saturdays for the newest people coming in. The very last thing that they said before we went on not a stage, but a little platform kind of thing was, listen, everybody wants you to do well. The crowd is not sitting there waiting for you to make mistakes, hoping you will, because they don't want to waste their time. They actually want you to do well. and they're going to feel like you did better than you did, no matter how you think you did. So that was a great lesson to have learned. And I hope everybody here can take something away from that if you still do feel the nerves. But I can tell you, for all of the public speaking or live stream time that I've done, 1,000 live streams now, every single time I'm going to do anything at all that's going to take any amount of time, I take a deep breath and I remind myself 4 hours from now or 3 hours from now or 30 minutes from now, this is going to be over and I'm going to be doing something else, no matter how it turns out. And that helps. It helps with the nerves. I insist that it does.
Okay. Life with Wanda has a question.
Yes. Do y'all edit or just produce raw content?
For me, I do raw content.
Both.
He does structure. I don't do structure because my mind is not structured. His is structured.
I do both also. So,
and I find a lot of times you'll find that the raw content does a whole lot better than something that you just spent 2 hours on. You know, it's like we could be at the drive-thru at Jack in the Box, and that thing's going to get 1.5K views. But if I put together a seagull video where it's got all these bells and whistles and titles and, you know, SEO hashtags, and, you know, you put together something and you take time with it and try to make art, that's not going to get as many views. The rawer and more authentically you can be, the better.
That happens.
I had to sit and contemplate on how I was going to do my videos. Now you have people out there like you have PK Travels, you know, they've got a business. Mm-hmm. They use their videos towards. So they do the ship tours and whatnot. That to me, that's like a structure, you know. And I had to sit here and think when I started doing videos, how can I do it and still enjoy the cruise that I'm doing? Mm-hmm. And my way through that was to create raw content. Mm-hmm. I want to show y'all what I'm doing. So you're not going to catch like ship tours on my blogs or anything, because to me that's going to take away from my time of cruising. That's when, to me, it feels like it becomes a job. You're having to get up at 4:30 in the morning when everybody's still sleeping to try to get in these you know, these videos. So I just want to share what I'm doing, just raw. And when you watch my videos, you'll know there's not a lot of editing, you know, going on with my cruise vlogs. It's just my everyday, this is what I'm doing today while I'm cruising. And I want y'all to come along with me. You know, that's just it. And I feel like I can be more authentic, more myself that way.
Listening.
Yeah, that's a real good question.
Thank you, Wanda, because that was a real good thinker. Because
that's a really good question.
We do different. I have to tell you, I do raw stuff, and I can tell you by watching Cruising with Keith, he puts thought in his. He put thought in his title, you know, because I can his video will come across my timeline, and guess what? Because he said that title, I'm gonna click on it, you know, and he's not telling me clickbait. He's getting me to click on it by telling me the truth in the story that the news story that he's reporting. And I sit there and I post it to my family chat because it's something that they need to know about, you know, especially about the anything that he puts out with kids, or the old lady who got lost and then he does a follow-up about the death of the
follow-up
lady.
stories. That's what I like about Keith is that as soon as I hear it's cruise news time, like I have to put everything down.
We put everything
he's
down
getting into it,
and we watch it together, and we say, oh, and then I tell him, put it on the family chat.
Yep.
They need to hear this. This is news.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, our next question is, how important is sticking to one niche versus experimenting with different types of videos?
Oh, ask Kevin then.
He's first.
I want to know because you went from construction to where you are now.
Right.
So
in a roundabout sort of way, but I'm always doing more than one thing. It's not that I'm a workaholic. I've just been lucky enough to love most of the things that I've done. So I work all the time. If you ask me, what would I do if I won the lottery? I'd start a company, like a real company, with millions of dollars and tons of employees and stuff, instead of hitting a beach for the next 30 years, or whatever. But yeah, pardon me. When we think about, forgive me, Life with Wanda also asked about managing time. And I was thinking about that at the same time, how we all manage our time when we're working through our YouTube channels and our content. And then, pardon me, Cheryl, I'll backpedal. Exactly what was the question again that you just asked?
Okay, it says, how important is sticking to one niche versus experimenting with different types?
Okay, forgive me. So our tuber chat friends, don't hold me, in too much anger when I say this. Now, here's the thing: if somebody's going to start a YouTube channel, I would wish, or any content, we wanted to talk about content creation on any platform. I would wish for anybody just to start. If you are a doctor and you think that you want to do a channel about being a doctor, or if you are a travel agent, you want to do a channel about being a travel agent and doing travel videos, like what Mel talked about, then that's great. You have a head start and a much better chance at rapid success. But when we think about the idea, most of us have at least a little bit of variety on our channels, if not a completely variety only channel, meaning we'll post anything. And I do that myself. You can have any level of success with both, but a razor sharp, laser focused niche will get you all the things you want faster. It just may not be possible for everybody. And it's not fair. If crochet is not your life, then a crochet channel may not be the answer. Maybe you want to post videos of your cats. Maybe you want to do some traveling. Maybe you want to take us on a CVS tour, the next time you go to the grocery store or pharmacy and things like that. There's nothing wrong with that stuff. So we try to encourage everybody to start and make whatever videos you think are going to work, so that you can decide for yourself. Some people break off into extra channels. Some people just do different things on their channel and they have series of videos and they become known for that. Your gut instinct will tell you what the right move is later. But all of the biggest YouTubers that talk about the things that we do and what we're talking about here will always say that a razor sharp, laser focused niche will be the answer. And I'll give you an example. My personal channel now has 10,000 subscribers. It is, which is great, and I'm happy for that. It's sitting floating at 10,000 because I'm way behind in videos and everything else over there. Tuber Chat is my number one always. It's the engine that helps us with all of our channels. That channel excels more than 10 times when we think about all the different benefits, whether it's views, subscribers, monetization, or anything else. And it has 6,000 subscribers now. So it is very possible, I promise you, for a channel of, let's say, 5,000 to even outpace channels of almost 100,000 when it comes to monetization and all the other things that we think about, because of that laser sharp focus that I keep talking about. But we don't want to discourage anybody and say, like, well, if I can't do videos of everything, then maybe I should just do a cat channel or a pet channel or a CVS channel. That's not it. But like I said, your gut instinct will help you make the right decision for yourself, both in the very beginning and later on when you have a little bit of experience. But there are lots of people who are, we don't want to, it's not the tortoise and the hare kind of an idea, but there are a lot of channels that are doing better with variety than those with razor sharp focused. It depends a lot on your conviction and your perseverance. And we can't really see the future 5 years from now. We don't know what the world or YouTube or anything else is going to look like. But if you really are sure that this is what you want to do and you insist you're going to be here 5 years from now, you have a great chance of success and getting all the things out of YouTube, regardless of whether you have that razor sharp niche with focus or if you're doing variety of any kind.
Very good answer.
Very good answer.
Extended answer, but
Follows that.
Okay,
Say,
so
all I can say,
before this page trips out on us, so I think we need to run this giveaway because I've had to refresh it like several times. So we're going to go ahead and run the giveaway wheel before it just, I mean, it's just tripping out a lot. So with no further ado, Eddie, let me get a drum roll, please.
Nightbot.
Damn!
I dropped it.
Diddy!
Oh, Denise! And don't you know that's the first time I ever seen Nightbot come up on the screen? Because he types the word Nightbot because he types the word YouTube.
Oh,
Way to go, DD.
yes, Denise.
Send me your address, Denise.
I've heard it before.
We'll send you a swag pack.
Yes.
Oh, Denise.
All right. Denise won
Denise
today. That's
won.
what's up.
What would have happened if Nightbot won?
Denise, we might send you a checkerboard. You never know.
Oh, stop it.
you want a big hug?
Scotty, did you go down?
Okay, so we are already at 1 hour. Shall we continue, ladies and gentlemen? Because I know that there's a lot of great creators here on the panel.
Wanda
There's many
had
people
another
coming on.
question. She had another question that was Kevin.
How do we manage our time?
He addressed it. How do you? Yeah. For me, I produce all day, every day. Like I'm double dutying everything. If we take a ride to Jack in the Box, it's going to get filmed. If we go and watch the birds, it's going to get filmed. Whether it gets live streamed or not, that's kind of like an on-the-fly decision that you have to make. But I double duty pretty much everything. The live show, we have to make time for that because that's like what we do throughout the week. And then we just go live our life. Whether we put up the camera or not, that's going to be determined by many factors. However, we find that one of the fastest growing niches on YouTube is lifestyle channels. Like Kevin said, you can take somebody to CVS and you'll get 2K views. Next thing you know, you got new subscribers who have never cruised before coming to your channel, watching a cruise live stream simply because they like you as a person. But if you got a personality that's going to yank somebody into your content, use that personality and show them your life.
And see, and going back to that, the fam, Ron, he had last week,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
believe. Last week, he did it was the week before that. He did an OBS tutorial, and everybody was watching it. I was watching it because of you. You said you wanted to learn OBS, but you said you were going to get with Kevin. But then Ron came on, and I said, "Well, let me watch it." It's what people do. I've watched a man bring a donkey to his farm. I thought that was fascinating. I've watched Spider, whatever it is. I've watched him. He's
Mark the Spider guy.
Yeah, and I got him from Kevin's channel. And man, he has a live stream on Saturdays at 3 p.m. and I watch it because I can't believe anybody grows spiders. That fascinates me. That does.
And if y'all want to go to Fats and Trees show, you can. I think we're going to continue here. We're going to continue on. But if you want to go watch Fats and Trees show, we'll see y'all later. Hit them with the Jeremy and Cheryl says what's up. Let's see. Ryan, Mel, how do y'all manage your time? I want to throw this out to the panel.
Because Ryan and Mel, they not only do cruising, they do RVing.
Yep.
And I think that's fascinating because I would love to.
I'm learning about poop tubes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been running nonstop for the last 8 months. So this week is like our first week off, I guess.
It's not even a week off. We're still working.
Well, we worked this
I was
morning.
going to say, y'all still working.
But that's the type of people where this is our second and third job, but it doesn't feel like a job to us because we enjoy it so much. I'm in construction. like a lot of you guys, and Ryan sells insurance, so we have full-time jobs.
Yeah, but I think as far as managing time, since I work from home at least right now, I have that extra time I'm not commuting to and from the office.
Mhm.
And because I'm at home, when I take my lunch, I can turn from my work desk to my personal desk and do some editing, or that's usually when I'm recording my little cruise news segment. Is I'll take a look and see what's out there, and then do the little 5 or 6 minute, and within 20 minutes I've got a cruise news segment done.
Right.
Mel is the one that whips me sometimes, where she's like, leave the camera in the room, and this segment of our cruise we're just going to enjoy. And if you have to tell someone about it, you do it in a monologue as you're closing it out or something. So that way we're not looking at our vacation through a lens all the time. We're actually experiencing it.
We're still trying to find our balance, but right now it's still touch and go. So we're still trying.
Mel, I tell him the same thing. Put it down. Leave it. Even when we're at the house, leave the camera down. Let's enjoy our lives, And I want to hear what Sherman has to say about
Sherman, you're up.
All right, we're still on the managing time. Is that what we're on?
Yeah. How do you manage your time and still produce videos that people enjoy and want to come back and watch again and again?
All right. Well, working on that, but trying to get a structure and a plan. Like set days. Like most of the time, I try to have a full video come out on Thursdays.
Johnny's out.
So I know, I work on that. So I know that's an end point where it's got to be out, a couple of days ahead of time, so people will see it and can come to it. The thing with the live on Tuesday nights, Sunday afternoons and Sunday evenings, most of the time is when I'll schedule all my posts for Facebook, Instagram, and schedule all that kind of stuff. So just trying to put a structure and a plan that you can go by, and just not doing it free wheel all the time.
Mm-hmm. All right. Who's next? Because I know we're playing whack-a-mole here. With traders. Who hasn't answered?
Go ahead, Keith.
Come on, Keith.
All right. So as you know, obviously, I'm one of the people in construction, so I do work a lot. So a lot of times I do a lot of my stuff on my phone, and then when I eventually do get home, I do all my research on my laptop, and I like to get everything done by 7 o'clock so that I can eat dinner. I like to try to put everything up by then, right? Mm-hmm. So that's how I manage my time. And I know you guys are talking about putting the camera down, this and this. So on my next cruise, I'm actually going to show you now. There is a simpler way, just like this. Boom, you're done. This is a camera right here and all that. So this is going to be on my next cruise, which I'm going to be using this. But it records vertical, not horizontal, and you can live stream on this through Facebook and Instagram.
See,
that's
right.
So that cost about $300. So it's not crazy. It's the same price as my DJI camera, which was $300.
Oh.
So that so for me, if you don't want to hold the camera, you could do it that way, and you can still enjoy.
How does the video stabilization stack up against a GoPro, comparatively speaking?
So to me, the video was really good. The only thing you gotta watch out is, remember, your neck is your tripod.
Right.
So when you go don't go too quick, because then people might get dizzy. So that's the only, you understand? So I mainly bought that, especially for when I'm in the casino at the slot machines, right? That's one of them, right? And when I'm at the restaurants, how many times am I at a hibachi? Because I have a lot of shorts off of hibachi restaurants. I have the camera I'm holding while eating. Now with that, I can just go like this and watch them cook the entire time. And there's been so many times I've been walking around my neighborhood or in New York City, and people look at me and I'm who are you talking? Because I could talk on the phone throughout too. I could talk on the phone. It's a whole AI system thing right there. So to me, even just walking on the cruise ship doing that. It's going to be so easy because a lot of people don't look, about 80% of people don't even know you have a camera. There's been times I've been on the cruise, people ran away from me because they saw a camera. I saw a woman run away from me. I was like, is she cheating on her husband? That's the first thought that went into my head. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. We got to remember that people do take vacations with their other significant others.
Here's another
Here's a good question. I know we're not
good-
supposed to play favorites because we are a growing YouTube community, but there is always that one channel that you will always visit every single day, no matter what kind of videos you produce. Now, this is a good question. I will start by answering it. Mike and Rihanna says, who is your favorite YouTube channel you enjoy watching out of all niches on YouTube? My favorite is Passport Heavy. Passport Heavy is a travel vlogger that has a filming crew with him. They write all of the scores. The vlogs are scored. The vlogs are flawless. I mean, that is what I aspire to be. Okay, this man has drones. He has like everything, but it's like this dude and his girlfriend. He goes to different countries and tells you all about the countries. But what he does is he gets down deep into it. He'll go to a local restaurant owner and interview him, you know, or he'll go out on the sailboat and show you how fun it is to go sailing and stuff like that. And it's so professionally done. That's my inspiration. Him and Travel with Nick. Those are my two top channels.
And for me, it's a little bit different. I like a lot. Like I said, I like fishing. I like cruising. I like people that have unusual pets. And I like chickens. You know, this one lady went and bought some chicks. I watched the chickens grow from little bitties to big chickens. You know, it just depends. I like going into Kevin's chat.
The source just said that too. Super chat's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like going
right.
I like going into Kevin's chat only because I like to say hi to people that I haven't said hi to that particular day. You know,
and that's where the other niches come from too. So
yeah,
yep.
I like paranormal. I have several paranormal channels. I got this one guy from Super Chat, and he goes out walking at night, and like it's spooky. He gives you the spookiness and all of this. I like that. I like everything. I really do. Fishy things, fishy. Yep. I love. I do. I love fishing channels. And a lot of my fishing channels come from Canada, you know, because they go fishing early in the morning and stuff like that.
I like this channel right here. Danny Dizzler, the spectacular supporter. I like this channel right here. She's a supporter. Okay, hands down. Okay, yeah. I love me some Danny D. I really do. It's good to hear from her every day. Eddie, who's your favorite channel?
Well, I will tell you that I do have an advantage since I do the list every day. I get to follow a few.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I mean, I'm not kind of kissing booty here or nothing, Mel, but I kind of watch PK a lot. Why? Because they do their ship tours, and I don't usually do ship tours. So I like to see what's going on with the new ships, especially when they talk about NCL. I'm there.
Yeah.
And also, I'm not too much into camping, even though they have my camper at home right now, which is, you know, I'm learning and use it. And another advantage I get is that I know a lot of these channels. I know the schedule better than they know themselves. So it kind of gives me an advantage, you know, doing stuff like this. I do try to go around to a few different channels, but it seems like those two down there, I usually get to them a lot more than I go to other channels. So
that's what's up.
Yeah.
We appreciate that, Eddie. We really do.
Yep.
No
Scottie.
I don't have really any favorites because I'm all over the place when it comes to YouTube.
I am too. I'm all over.
I watch from mukbangs to animal videos to travel videos to, I mean, you know, so I'm just all over the place.
I'm all over the place.
Kevin, who does Tuber Chat watch?
Oh, okay, wait. Let
Who
me hear
does
this.
Tuber Chat watch?
Well, there's 6,000 members that he has on.
Yeah, all 6,000 are my favorite.
I know, right? Whoever gets the hearts, right?
You know what? When I watch YouTube for myself outside of the Tuber Chat family, it changes based on interests, and that can change over years. But what I find is that I tend to actually be drawn to channels that are, let's say, under 10,000, right? And that's probably because of the influence of Tuber Chat. I'm so used to the content now. We know the difference between a channel that has 1,000 subscribers and one that has 1 million, right? Because when you have a million, no matter how badly you're doing, you have the budget to hire everybody that you need, right? But it changes based on interests. And I would like to think that I'm always drawn to creators that seem authentic, not just that they be themselves, but that they seem to actually care about people. And I know that's an easy thing to say, and it's like, you know, a little bit out there, but it's absolutely true. I think I'm drawn to people who truly want to help others. And even if it's not something they talk about on their channels all the time, last year I started to get pretty heavily into the idea of crypto. I do a little bit of mining, I do a tiny amount of investing and stuff like that. And I've been following a few of these channels. But if you were to go and look at the channels that I follow, you would say, like, wow, out of all of YouTube, out of 50 million channels, that's the one you pick. I'm like, hey, it probably was suggested by YouTube. It's just some guy or girl that is doing their thing, and they happen to be great at it instinctively, you know, and they just care. They're just authentic, and they don't hold anything back. That's one thing that I really love is watching a creator. You know that there's things they could have kept from everybody, but they don't. They just tell you everything. You know, because you can't, you know, you're not going to make your $1 million by holding things back from people, I don't think.
Right.
So these are just ideas. I don't know how that sounds to listen to, but that's the truth. And the channels that I watch, you know, they change over time, but I really enjoy the content on, you know, from the Tuber Chat audience. That changes constantly. We can't watch 6,000 videos a week, of course. But, you know, YouTube suggests different things. I have statistics for every stream. I have a system for how I share people out, who I go and follow, who I choose when I have too many choices at a time. But I've always got 4 windows open. I'm never watching less than 4 things. Even when I'm not here, if I have to leave the house, there's 4 things running. You know what I mean?
Yep. Keith?
So what channels do I watch the most? I mean, I like to watch a lot of the bigger channels because I like to learn, right? So when it comes to the ship tours, I like the hard travels because I like to learn from the bigger channels. Hopefully it can make my channel grow into a bigger channel.
Hard travels. We love it.
Yeah. He does a really good job. And also I like to watch his videos more than all the other ones because he's around the same height as me. So when I see him walking the bed into the shower and with height wise, I'm like, okay, now I know I can fit into those showers, right? That's one. And then when it comes to like the news, it's basically, you know, it's what's it, Ship Life, Lalita Loca, and Don, right? Those are 3 people I'm usually watching, and you know, when it comes to those, and then all the other ones, it's just like I'm just scrolling through whichever ones pop up, boom, boom, boom. You know, I circus around on all the other small creators because, you know, I just start circling around.
Rob?
Well, for me, I don't have any particular YouTuber.
Yes, you do.
The most, but if I really had to really pick the most, if I go state, it would be the GTL show. And because I'm
live together, GLT.
I said I'm not there every day.
He misspelled it. Okay, Sherman. Who does Sherman watch on the side when he's not in here with us?
Well, you know, it's hard to say one channel. I watch, you know, all of y'all that are up here, you know, just about every day. and kind of go along that lines with Crusin, and also channels that try to help people grow, talk about, different softwares to use and equipment and that kind of thing. Then at night, when I'm kind of through with the YouTube business side, I guess you'd say, stuff that, I do as a hobby. I'll look at some farming stuff. I'll look at hunting and fishing channels and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess if I had to say, primarily it'd be whatever channels that Danny D and Scratching Peter on, because they're awesome. They're in every channel I go in. At least one of them, if not both of them, are there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And then there's some border separation here. Cruising on the high seas
and travel
said, but north of the border it would be Don, Family Vacations, and Kevin. Yes, absolutely.
I do Don.
Okay, Ryan. No, Mel. Who do you watch?
I was going to say she needs to go first.
Yeah, Mel. Who do you watch the most?
Yeah, so I've been watching YouTube a lot longer, obviously, than Ryan. And I have some big names. They're big. They have big channels. They got 4 million subscribers. My answer is kind of similar to Keith's. I like watching the bigger creators because I learn from their technique and their camera styles and what they do, how they line something up. So I like to learn from the bigger boys and try to incorporate it into our videos. So I started watching Karen and Nate a long time ago before they blew up to millions. And I like them for their just unique travel itineraries that they do. And I also like to follow some RV people. Keep Your Daydream, I really like. I like CNS Travels a lot. And I got to meet one of my YouTube people actually this morning. Para DJ is on the same cruise as us, and I was starstruck. Oh. So I was pretty happy about that.
That's
so
that's we started with them. We started.
With they're so short, right?
oh, they are cool. I saw them on the Venezia, and I don't bother any creators when they're inside the dining room. That's just like my rule because I don't want to, obviously. But I saw them walk past me. I was like, oh my! I mean, I understand he's tall, but I'm like, they're both tall. I'm like, oh my god!
Yeah. We haven't sat down with them yet. It's been in passing because, like you said, Keith, they were either getting their coffee or getting ready to eat, and it's like we're not going to be those people.
I try to be respectful, but I went by them and said, "Hey, I love your channel," and I just walked right by, and just cool as cucumber, inside I'm screaming, "Yay!"
Yeah. All right, Ryan. Who does Ryan watch?
Well, in all honesty, watching the morning show as well. I feel my life is incomplete whenever you guys are on vacation. And I'm like, hey, what am I going to do from 9 to 10, Monday through Friday?
Right.
Mel's like, you should work. I was like, well, why would I want to do that?
Right.
And also the tied for second place would actually be Kevin with Tuber Chat. Because I can't tell you how much I owe you, Kevin, with the growth from our channel. Just the advice of, give more than you expect to receive, and you will eventually receive, what you need to grow. And that's really how we got to 1,000 subs, was working at the house, being able to be on Tuber Chat for 3 hours straight. Even if I'm not watching constantly, I can every now and then go over and chat with people and then start to build those relationships that have just really helped and grown. It's, people that come all the time. I mean, you guys were talking about Scratching Pete PA, every time, and I'm not saying that, I guess, I don't know the right word for it, but every video,
every event,
and I'm not over exaggerating. That's what I'm looking for. Every video, every live, every short clip, Pete is there, whether it's in person or just hashtag replay catching up.
Yes.
It's it's just amazing. And there's so many channels out there that I've learned and met through Tuber Chat.
Yeah, see, there he is right now. I see you.
So,
and you want me to tell you what the common thread is through all that? It's consistency. It's the consistency that you have to have in order to make this work. Because if you're just spotty or just all over the place, you know, it just doesn't work. I mean, it's the whole consistency. So when you see people like Danny, who may not post, but she is in every chat. She is consistent every day. Scratch and Pete. He is consistent every day. You know what I'm saying? We have our YouTubers like PK. We can always count on them. They're consistent every week, whether they're on vacation or not. You've got stuff that's lined up to come out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are consistent. And that's what gets people going.
Yeah,
that's what people look out for. The more consistent you are, the more you're going to show up in feeds. You know what I'm saying? So like PK, you show up in all my stuff all the time. I mean, everywhere. I mean, everywhere that you go, whether it's TikTok or YouTube, y'all are all over the place. You know, I'm trying to get like that. I'm trying to get where I'm noticed all over the place. You know, TikTok, YouTube. So I'm trying to follow y'all, you know, follow y'all's, this is what they're doing. And, you know, I'm trying to tie all the platforms in together. That's what's hard to do. It's tying the platforms in together.
Yep. Yeah. Darlene, who do you watch?
My favorite is SCT Adventures with Greg and Felicia. They're not as active anymore, but they're the ones that got us roped into it.
Yes. And double yes.
Oh man, where's my brain?
Guess what? Let me tell you what happened.
My brain used to sit right here.
We went after the restart. We went on our first cruise, and in our cabin was a gift from SCT Adventures.
Yep.
They sent some cookies to our room. Then the next time that they went on a cruise, I sent them some cookies, and they sent a note back to us. You didn't have to do it.
Hey man, them cookies are good though.
I said, yes, we did.
Yes,
we want to thank you for it.
Big carnival cookies.
But we're gonna go around, and I want everybody to say one thing.
Wait. Ron's got to go, and then we can go to the next thing.
Okay, but we're gonna
Ron watch.
I don't know that I have a favorite. I like to take a little bit of everybody. Kevin has a little thing after his tuber chat that's really a lot of fun. Is the dance room? Kevin, that's really cool just to get away. It's a virtual dance room, but you take the things that you just talked about in a couple hours, and then you throw us into a social environment, and it's you don't do anything. You sit there and type words, but it's one of those things that you kind of follow up on. That's one of my favorite things to do. But I also love lives. I try and make as many lives as I can. There's strong personalities, and I love to see it come out. Scottie J, I'm sorry. When you come into a room, you come into a room. When Ryan comes into the room, you know he comes in the room. Eddie, leave it alone, man. Leave it alone. And these are the personalities. I'm like, I love to see that because I don't have that. I don't have that outwardness. I can't go into a room and say, whoop, whoop, and everybody knows, hey, that's Ron. But, you know, Scottie J does. Ryan comes in. We got a nickname for Ryan, and everybody knows, hey, FedEx is in the room. And he delivers packages. So
that's all attributed to you, Kevin, in Tuber Chat.
That's exactly where it came from.
Your place. I love you present at your place.
Yes.
And then Sherman down here in the corner doesn't say anything, but everybody knows that's Sherman.
He's the silent one. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's
but we
good.
want to thank everybody for coming in. We don't want to take up your time because it's Sunday, and we know Sunday is family time, you know?
Yep.
So we want to thank everybody. What do you have to say, co-host Scottie?
I want to thank everybody for coming in. Crusin with Keith, thank you so much for being here and sharing your information. Kevin, Tuber, man, thank you. We owe, a lot of us creators owe a lot to you.
Oh, exactly.
For showcasing our content. You are a big supporter in the YouTube world. Thank you for everything that you do. I mean, there's just not enough thanks.
It's not.
To give to you, but
thank you for the kind words.
Thank you. Just thank you.
It's the community that does it. I'm happy and lucky that I was right about it when we started it, but it's the community that makes it work. I'm just there to be eye candy on the screen while we sit there for 3 hours.
And I just want to say to everybody on this panel, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. We're all watching and we all love it. I mean, we love it. So yeah, that's it.
That's it. Well, we want to thank everybody, and we really appreciate you coming in. And it's 2:30 our time, and I'm 3:30 somewhere, and I don't know what other time it is. But I want to thank everybody.
But do you know what day it is? That is the question.
It's not Wednesday,
but
it's
not Scottie J Day. It's just a dead day. Yeah, man.
Please, everybody, subscribe to all our channels. That's the main, do subscribe to every channel that's.
Yes, thank you. Take a pen down and write down all these channels. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. There's some good ones.
Since we're all connected, I think, can't they just type in the word #creator and Nightbot will drop their link?
Yes.
Let's try it out.
No.
Yes. And I just want to say thank you for coming
and thank
in.
you to the chat, all the members, the moderators. Thank you guys. I think we had a bug try to get in a while ago, but I don't know. It doesn't
Danny
look like
must have
they
taken
kept
care of
on
it.
coming because I don't see them anymore.
Yeah, Danny must have took care of it.
Good afternoon, everybody who came in. Sorry we couldn't do but a blanket hello today, but everybody brought their crowd, and as a result, the chat is jumping. But
Ronald and Darlene, it was so good to see y'all today.
I know, right? Thank y'all.
Good to see you, Scotty.
Thank y'all.
Yeah,
and,
thank y'all
and
for
Ryan
having
and Mel.
us.
Hey, before we leave, okay? I gotta tell you what Ryan did to me. Okay, we're all cruisers, so we speak the same language. Okay, we all speak Carnival here. This man was eating Mongolian wok in my face, and then he panned over and showed me the 2 toddler cups. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. The Carnival cups. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wow. But just do not forget to have a slice of Quattro Formaggi for me. Okay? Do that. Have some pizza.
And we want to thank
and enjoy
you
your
again.
cruise.
Enjoy your cruise.
Definitely.
We want to thank everybody for coming in. This has been informative.
Yeah, man.
We had some good questions. Really good questions. Made me want to
And as we
think.
get bigger, we got to come back around, man. As we grow, we can't forget about these live panels because our core audience checks in every single day. We got 30 people, the same 30 people check in every single day. Tuber Chat feels the same way. He's got the same crowd, but also that crowd is inviting new people. So we got to do this again whenever we grow a little more, So we'll be inviting you guys to be on the lookout for the little ding.
Ding, ding.
Ding, ding.
Okay. And everybody, y'all can go back to your.
No, Mike and Rihanna come on in 25 minutes to go potty, go take care of what you got to do, and we will see you in Mike and Rihanna's chat.
But we're going to talk with Scottie after the show.
Oh, yeah, the after show. Whoever's staying, y'all just stick around.
Yeah, Mike is celebrating 5 years in YouTube. So,
yeah.
Oh, Midlife Travels.
Oh, nice.
Thank y'all for having us.
Happy anniversary to you.
Yeah. Thank you for the invite.
Peace, love, and chicken grease.
See